Star family. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're new here, my name is Petra and welcome to Rockin' with the Stars. We are so happy to have you join the Star family because we are what? Blessed and highly favored over here. And if you believe that as well, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And also share to all the people you know are blessed and highly favored. All right, now let's get right into it with Star Shit of the Day. My voice has been it's a little bit shaky, so excuse my voice. And it's reading, by the end of it, it should clear off. And plus I just woke up, so y'all already know how that goes. But do y'all see the setup? Like, first of all, let's start off with the nails. Like, let's get into it. Let's get into these nails real quick. These are press-ons, and y'all know I said about the long length and stuff. But child, I had to do what it do, okay? But look how cute they are. Also, look at the setup. Like, I know we don't got the blessed sign no more, you know, because I want to make a whole space for y'all to see all the cars and stuff. But I got the overhead, you know, phone holder to record, you know. Y'all like the setup. Y'all can see the whole table. Let's get into it, okay? And if you haven't already seen, I have been posting shorts lately, and also I have been posting stuff on TikTok as well. So I'm gonna leave my TikTok down in the description box as well. But a lot of the stuff that I've been posting on TikTok, I've been posting on the shorts as well, the YouTube shorts. So depending on like how you feel, whatever, it doesn't matter. But yes, my TikTok is at petraudeh. So you can go ahead and follow. And also my Instagram is down below as well. I do post on there on my stories. I'll post on my page eventually. But let's get into it, you guys. Hold on, my voice. I don't like how my voice is sounding right now. Let me drink some tea, because I made some tea just for this. Like I was saying, I've been posting on shorts. I've been posting on TikTok. Y'all, like, I've been putting out new content out, and I hope you guys have been enjoying it. I love doing it. I want to thank Cancer and Full Moon, and also starting off, you know, with the new year, 2023, with the Cancer and the Full Moon, because I feel like that's why we've been having this energy. I know it's not me. I think the whole collective, I'm sure the whole collective has been having, you know, that energy of tapping into their creative side and stuff like that. So I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna read off the slides. Y'all can follow along on the screen of like what to expect. The start of the full moon was yesterday, January 6th, and it doesn't end until the 9th. But you will still have like the after shadow effects of the full moon, so you'll still have a lot of those things going on. So yeah, let's get into it. So I got all this post from Joshology. His Instagram, I'm putting it on the screen, is JLife20. Okay, so it starts off full moon in Cancer, January 6th through January 9th. Freedom, comfort, security. A time to free yourself from the bullshit and emotional baggage. A time to find comfort within yourself, and a time to create security around your peace, goals, happiness, and energy. Whenever the full moon is in a water sign, expect moodiness, crying, strong intuition, feeling tired, nostalgia, crying, craving comfort, not wanting to do shit at all, headaches, wanting to be creative, and detachment. Trust your intuition. Cancer rules the third eye chakra. Whatever you may be feeling, you need to start, release, go after, or change. Do so. Create the space and security you need to make sure you are in alignment with your goals and peace. Trust yourself. Cancer rules the stomach, breast, esophagus, chest, womb, etc. You may experience pains in these areas, but pay attention to what you feed yourself and how you nurture yourself this weekend. Be kind to you, your mental, emotional, and physical health. Take care of your temple. You're not seeing those angel numbers, angel messages, and vivid dreams for no reason. Whatever house you have Cancer on in your birth chart is where you're going to feel this full moon energy. This is where you may need to release energy, create more security and comfort in these areas. Where you need to reset, may need a break from, or where you need change. A great time once again to clean house if you haven't before the new year. So that is all is said on the post. But that's what I'm saying. Like, literally all the things that they said, from moodiness, from not wanting to do shit at all, from seeing what all aligns for me, to aligning to things that are interests, that are my interests. You know, a lot of that has been happening. And that's why I said the start of this new year, 2023, a lot of things has been going on, okay? Like, a lot of things has been taking place, and I'm here for it. It's been a lot of magical shit happening, and I'm here for it all. So if you're in this state where you're just like trying to see like what is in your priorities, like what's going on, you know, what do I actually want to do? Where do I see my path headed? And what actions can I take in order to head into the path that I actually want to go to? Think on those things. Trust your gut instincts. Trust your intuition, because those emotions that are coming up right now, it is a water sign. So those emotions will come up, whether it's in the 3D or whether it's in your dream state. Those emotions will come up. So it's up to you to sit with those emotions and let those emotions flow through you. Do not, I repeat, do not avoid those emotions, because eventually if you keep walking around being delusional and you're not trying to face what you actually need to face in order to head to the next level, then that's what's going to slap you right in the face and sit you the fuck down. And let me tell you, that has happened to me. And I was like, oh my goodness, like I was focused on self, I wasn't worried about everything that was going on outside of me. And it was one post that I seen. If y'all seen Jude Demorris, she was on The Star, the show of The Star. And when I tell you this post, I'm going to play it for y'all so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Because this is one of the things that happened within these last few days that made me sit down, like sit the fuck down. I was just like, oh my goodness, like it's really not about self, it's about us being selfless, and selfless in the sense where it's not only about you. Like, this shit is not only about you. It's bigger than you, This is not about you getting to a certain position, like, and only you benefiting. No, this is about everyone around you in your circle, who you consider in your tribe, So that's what I had to realize as well. And I had to, my third eye had to get decalcified, because I was like, oh shit, shit getting real, Y'all, I gotta keep my tea right here, because the way my voice is just crackling and crickling and crackling, I ain't got time for it. And the thing is, it doesn't hurt at all. It's just, so like, it doesn't hurt for me to talk. It's just the way that it sounds. So y'all just gonna have to bear with me, okay? Like, I'm taking steps and moments and I just saw 333. But I'm just taking steps in order to, like, take my time to get the words out. That's probably why I lost my damn voice now. I gotta take my time. I can't talk fast, because I want y'all to understand what the fuck I'm saying. But yeah, like I was saying, this is not about you, okay? So it's important for us, like, especially humanity, to not be so self-focused, because a lot of shit that's going on, like, we're so focused on our path in our life and taking things personal. Like, if somebody decides to leave, or you're disappointed in somebody because they didn't hold up to your standards, and you're taking that personal, that's a problem, because this shit is not about you. Like, none of this shit is about you, period. But if you actually try to get to know someone and understand where they're coming from and what's going on in their individual path, you'll be able to see the signs, whether if they're actually, like, struggling and they're drowning in their, and a life that they created for themselves. But it's just like some people need help, you know, and it's not about you, and how can I get to the top, you know? So I'm gonna play this video so y'all can understand what the fuck I'm talking about, because this shit, I feel like the whole world needs to see this, okay? So let's play.
Hey y'all, Happy New Year. I just want to talk about something that I feel like I've been thinking about a lot, trying to figure out the best way to say it. It's not going to be the most popular thing I probably ever say, but I think it's important. I think that it might be a different perspective, but I think it's a necessary one. So many young people are struggling. We're all struggling in our current society and culture to keep our heads above water. Depression is at an all-time high. Suicide rates are at an all-time high. And it goes hand in hand with social media. There's no doubt about it, right? And what I wanted to say is that the younger you are, the longer you've been raised in a world that prioritizes self. We all have social media platforms. We all have Instagrams where we post photos of ourselves. Now we have Twitter where we talk about ourselves. And now we have TikTok where we're basically all on our own reality show and sharing our lives. And it's all very unnatural. It's all very self-focused. And I think that it relates directly to why people are having such trouble loving themselves. The best way to learn to love yourself is not to think about yourself all day long. It's not to look at pictures of yourself all day long. It's not to edit photos of yourself all day long. It's not to think about how your hair and your face and your skin could look like hers, could look like his. It's not about thinking about how you could have your mental health glow up and how you could do all these things to better yourself and wonder about what your weaknesses are and your strengths are and your, trauma at all times. It's really not the best way to learn to love yourself or to love your life even more, right? People are constantly talking about their depression, their depersonalization, and all these buzzwords, that go around on the internet. And it's because you've been raised in a society that has taught you to constantly be thinking about you. Who wouldn't go crazy? Who wouldn't have trouble loving themselves if all they ever think about is themselves? I saw this girl's video posting saying that she felt like she didn't feel like a human being anymore. She didn't have any likes and dislikes. She didn't have any interests. And I commented the best thing I could think of, which is that when I feel like that, the best thing I can do is go out and not think about myself at all. Look at other people. Think about their lives. What is his life like? What is their life like? Call somebody in your family that you just haven't talked to. It might be awkward, but do it. Open a door for a lady. The more you focus on other people, the more you feel purposeful in this life. And the more you focus on other people, the less you're obsessing over yourself and your own image and your own life. Part 2, I guess, if it's necessary. Hey, y'all. It's a little windier now, so I look kind of crazy. But I'm just continuing what I was talking about. All of this self-focus that we've been forced into in our society in the past, I would say, 25 years. Ever since the internet was born, and especially social media, we have been told to focus on ourselves, to make a page about ourselves, tell us about yourself, post a picture of yourself, talk about yourself, tweet about yourself, make a TikTok. Even if you're not a person that wants to be on camera at all, make a TikTok and be on camera. What? And when you are thinking about someone else, compare yourself to them. You can't genuinely just objectively observe somebody. You must compare yourself to them because you have been taught to be so self-obsessed. And I don't mean that in any type of, it's not on you. It's not your fault. This is the society we've been raised in. This is what we've been taught is normal, and it is not normal. And people are going crazy because of this culture that we live in. All around the world, there are people who still are living the way that we did hundreds of years ago, right? They live in villages. They live in towns. They live in communities. They have things to do. You think they have time to be looking at a front-facing camera all day long, wondering how they can perfect themselves from the inside out? All of the self-work that they could be doing. What are you talking about? Do you not have things to do? You do. And that's why we're going crazy. Because on top of being told we should obsess over ourselves, fix ourselves, better ourselves, love ourselves, we still have to live our lives. We still have things we have to do. We still have to eat. We still have to have a roof over our heads. We still have to take care of our families and our kids. But we also have to obsess over ourselves and eventually hate ourselves. That's what I believe is happening. I see it every single day. And you can't tell me that the statistics of depression, social media, and suicide aren't like this. They are. It all goes hand in hand. We've got to get it together. We've got to wake up.
Y'all, I was so happy when I saw this video because even just how I saw the video, when I tell you it was like a light bulb, before even watching this video from, my brother coming to tell me about like how his journey has been, I was just like, oh my goodness, I didn't even see, like I wasn't able to see, because I'm so self-focused, how can anybody see if somebody's actually like, struggling. So that blew my fucking mind. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like we are all so absent from each other's lives. And to the point where it's just like we're strangers. Like we don't actually know how each other feels. Because we're so self-focused. So when I saw this video, it was right after that. And I was just like, oh my goodness. Like, this is something the world needs to hear right now, because I know, we've already popularized self-love, self-care, all the things, things get so, like, literally trendy. And to the point where it's just like, okay, like, now we need to shift focus now because it's gotten too oversaturated, and her talking about all of these things. She's currently going through her own spiritual awakening because she's trying to wake up the public, trying to wake the people up, and this is the next step. This is what humanity needs. Humanity needs to go back to togetherness, to an actual community that's not focused on toxic positivity or focused on painting a picture of how they actually are, a community where it's an actual, real, raw, like love-based community. Not saying all the right things, not putting on the right, not putting on a picture, like a community that actually cares about your individual path and what you're going through, that community. And I feel like that's a lot of the things that I've been like reflecting on. I was just like, I want to build my own community, because a lot of the communities that I get into is just like, it doesn't feel real and authentic to me. And yeah, if it don't feel real and authentic to me, or it just feels like, you created this in a space for you, like for your ego, I should say, for that person's ego. If I feel that in any kind of way, it's just like, I'll see myself out, because I'm a team player. I'm all about togetherness. I'm literally a life path too. Like, we are the peace bringers, period. We bring the peace in whatever. So if I feel in any kind of way where it's just like, this is not feeling authentic to me, like, it just feels like a bunch of generic responses. And yeah, if I feel that in any kind of way, it's just like, okay, that's not the move. I'm looking for an actual real fucking community, like she said, back in the days, like people were growing up in huts, villages, towns, like those kind of fucking communities. Like we all play a hand in our own upbringing. Not just, oh, you got to do the self-love. You got to meditate every day. Yes, those are nice. Those are good. But it's like, that is still self-focused. So I feel like at the beginning of the year, I was just like, okay, I need to head down a different path. It was giving Gabriella, okay, High School Musical. I got to find my own way. Because obviously that's what Spirit wants me to do. Like, Spirit is like, you're hopping in all these different things and they're just not the right fit. So it's up to you to be that example and create what you actually see in your vision. She was like, I gotta go. I gotta find my own way. What's the lyrics? Cause baby, she was speaking some shit like that. That song has been channeling. I've been channeling that song. Let me find it. Cause what? Girl, she was singing. Girl, I gotta watch High School Musical now. Cause what? Girl, she said, I've got to move on and be who I am. I just don't belong here. I hope you understand. Girl, come on. She said, we might find our place in this world someday, but at least for now, I gotta go my own way. Girl, come on. Y'all know my voice is raspy, okay? But girl, girl. She said, I gotta move on and be who I am. I just don't belong here. Like, what? I hope you understand. But at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter if they don't understand what you have to do. You have to find your own fucking way. And then you'll come back to the community. You'll come back home. Like, that's all we do. Like, we venture off on our own, and then we realize, like, damn, like, this was home, you know? That's what it is. So if you're currently in a space where you're just like rethinking what you actually want to do in this world, and career has just been a focus for you, or just like how you feel like you actually wanting to be of service and actually want to have that love within. Because I mean, and I say be of service because I mean, I'm not saying like, oh, you want to, become a nurse or a doctor. Because a lot of the times I feel like a lot of those people, and no shade to the nurses and doctors, because it's not their fault. I feel like a lot of that is them getting stuck in the idea of if they become a doctor or a nurse, they'll be very sufficient. They'll be so satisfied. So they get everything done and they end up miserable. They end up not having time to even pour into themselves so they can be of service to others, So it's just like, we're not saying not be selfish, and we're not saying be too selfless that, your energy is being drained from so many different people. We're saying you have to pour into your cup so you can show up your 100% self in a community, in an environment where you all pour into one another so y'all can grow. Like, that's how an empire grows. That's how, a legacy grows. Everyone is each doing their parts, So, child, I don't know. I don't know where the future holds, but I know lately Spirit has been talking. Like, I learn something new every day, like, and I love that for me. Like, now that I've cut all the distractions out, I'm able to sit down and actually hear Spirit speak, and I love that for me. Like, so many things through the spirit animals, which y'all see the new ones. If you haven't seen my shorts, y'all, I got some new deck. I got a new deck. It's a spirit animal deck. And yeah, like, I'm glad I'm pouring that out to the collective, to whoever needs to hear the message. Like, because I love being in service, but it has to be a service to something that I want to do. Like, that really pleases my heart. Telling you guys about, the spiritual journey and all of that. I love doing it, but I'm like, I want to know, like, I'm always like, how can I be of service? Like, how can I help? So whether it's me making these videos and me wanting to channel the collective and tell you guys things and messages that y'all need to hear, that's what I'll do. But behind the scene, like, I'm gonna take them breaks. Like, how long has it been? Like 7 days? I was pouring into myself, like drinking the teas, doing all these different things and stuff, like pouring into myself so I can show up 100% myself to help the collective. And I feel like a lot of people need to do that, like, because at the end of the day, it's not about just you, like your ulterior motives, how you're going to get to the top. It's about how can you show up as your authentic self to help the collective, to help the community. That's how it is. So I hope y'all got all that information. I'm going to get into these cards and we going to see what's going on, what it do. Because my mind has just been opening. It's a spiritual year, and a lot of people this year, like, it's only been 7 days, y'all. Do y'all realize it's only been 7 days into 2023? And numerous people have been having spiritual awakenings, including myself. So that's why we said that this year was going to be so fucking spiritual. And if y'all open your eyes, y'all will see it'll be the littlest of things, from a feeling like, I don't think I'm supposed to be here no more. Like, it's time for me to move on. That's the start. That's the start of your spiritual awakening. From little things. Yeah, that relationship, you see that there's no substance anymore. It's time to move on. That's the beginning. From whatever. Y'all have to open your eyes and y'all will see, like, okay, I'm learning something right now. It's not to take it personal, but it's for you to open your eyes and see what actually fucking matters. All right? But let's get into these cards. I'm excited. Look how beautiful they are. Like, what? I will link it in the description because I forgot off the top of my head what it's called. But yeah, let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. Let's see what spirit animal, let's see what spirit animal decides to come up today for the collective. But I hope y'all been doing good. I hope y'all been pouring into yourselves. I hope y'all been internalizing, the things that come up, the feelings that come up, so you can transmute it. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. I think I want to choose. Let's see. Ooh, the white stag, protector. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. Okay. That's the white stag for you. And I love that it came out and it said, use your, let me put it right here. It says, use your intuition. That's literally all I've been saying. I said, use your intuition. Get outside in nature. You need to ground yourself. With all this, the full moon being in the water sign, all the emotions coming up and stuff like that. You don't want to be running around, uncontrollable, not able to handle your emotions or anything like that, or allow your emotions to flow through you. You have to ground yourself in nature. When things get too, overwhelming, it's time for you to go outside. That's just what it is. It says you are an old soul, a protector. You have to use your intuition to see where you want to go. I literally just channeled that song. Like, I gotta find my own way. Use your intuition. Your intuition will tell you where you need to go. Period. All right. Now let's see. And also it's saying like that you are meant to create blessings with your magic. And a lot of people are stuck in these jobs where they're not using their magic. They're settling in these corporations and these institutions or whatever the case may be. Because sometimes it don't even be the corporation or the institution. It can just be a whole nother thing on the side. And you're not using your actual magic to like bring in those blessings and that prosperity. Then what are you doing here? What are you doing here for? You came here to use your magic. Like, it's time for you to move on. Use your intuition to find your own way. All right, but let's see what else Spirit needs to tell the collective. Like, what's going on? What does the collective needs to hear right now? This one decided to come out, so let's see. Let me get one more card. Oh, okay. Okay, so Khalid said 4. I want to give you 4 cards. And the synchronicities. Oh my goodness. All right. Even 444. If you've been seeing 444 a lot, listen, welcome. Welcome on board, because I have to. So we're going to start off with this card. Card number 26, which simplifies to a number 8. It says, everything is as you've created. All you create offers you lessons in life. Period. Everything is as you've created. That's what I'm saying. You are the creator. You are the author of your own reality. You are the creator. And you co-create with the divine, you know, like, which is also you, your higher self. All right. So next card, it says card number 33. 33. You are healing your heart. The heart hurts, but it will mend in time. I'm saying with this, when these emotions start coming up and you're releasing a lot of these things, allow that hurt to transmute through you. Allow that to flow through you. Yes, it hurts, but it's because you're healing your heart right now. That's something that you have to do. You have to heal your heart. It will mend in time. Just give it time. Trust the process with all of this that's going on. Let that tower fall and knock all that shit over, because it's when all that tower falls, it just means that you need a sturdier foundation, and you're going to start at the beginning and build a sturdier foundation. So it's nothing for you to, like, you know, drown in it and just be like, oh my goodness, like my life is just terrible, like yada, yada, yada. No, you're going to get out of it. Your heart will mend in time. Next one is card 3. So if you've been saying 333 lately, this is a confirmation for you that you need to see this video. It says, the way is clear. Awaken to the power within you. Card number 3. Literally 333. And literally like I just said, we all going through this spiritual awakening. It's time for you to wake up. It's time for you to open your eyes. The way is clear. You do not need to be scared about nothing. You do not need to be worried about what somebody outside of you thinking or anything like that. No, the way is clear for you to be and show up as your authentic self. You want to show up and you want to put out, you know, content that you actually want to do. Not having to worry about what somebody else outside of you is going to think about the content that you create. Show up as you. The way is clear. There's nobody in your way. It's an illusion. Awaken to the power within you. Stop settling for things that you're doing now, you know, and you're putting what you actually want to do on hold. For what? There's never going to be a right time. There's never a right time. Just do. All right, and then the next one, it says, is card number 9, which is also 333. You are the breath. Listen and connect to your intuition. Yes, you are the breath. Essentially, you have the power. It's you. You have to listen. That's why I said I have to cut that fucking noise out. Like, all this noise that's going on, all these distractions that's going on outside of me, I have to cut that shit out. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that. No. I need to listen, and I need to connect to my intuition, to the divine, to my higher self. You know, to figure out, like, where am I headed? Is this right for me? Is this move right for me? Listen to your intuition. Where do I go next? Listen to your intuition. Like the white stag. Channel the white stag energy to trust your intuition and listen to your intuition to go wherever you want to go. Because those animals, listen, they be trusting their instincts. That's natural. But we get consumed with all these distractions from our phones, from looking at other people outside of us, in their lives, and the people that's in our lives too. They could be a distraction too. But so you got to look around you and see who is actually distracting you, who is only just putting weed or putting drugs in your face or giving you food and stuff like that. That's distracting you from things that you want to do. Who is just talking about meaningless things, no substance. They're a distraction. Who is not pouring into you to grow you. They're a distraction. Don't put your power into somebody else. If you constantly have to shift plans because somebody, you wanted to wait on somebody else or yada, 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 like things come up, but it's the other person. They're a distraction. You want to do what you want to do. You are the breath. If you put power, if you give that other person power, then you giving them authority over your life. That's not okay. But let's get into these cards. Let's see. All right, Spirit, what does my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Spirit, what do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Flipped out. I want to get one more. Let me get one more. There we go. All right, let me get that card real quick. Come on now. Spirit says she's talking. So the first card that flipped on out, y'all. The first card flipped on out is authenticity. Y'all know. I was just talking about some authenticity, y'all. Authenticity is the name of the game. Whatever comes up, I will feel it. Whatever needs to be said, I will say it. Whoever doesn't get it doesn't have to get it. But at least they know it because I've said it. And that's way better than leaving a passive-aggressive note about it. Period. That's period. Y'all, listen. I felt this deep in my soul, okay? Because I already told y'all, like, if we heading into this season where, things are ending or whatever season that you're heading on, you got to see what's, what the topic is for this year for you. Look at your life year. Your personal year. You can see, or even just look at where Cancer is in your chart. You'll see like the overall energy and what's kind of coming up for you. But regardless, if things are ending for you and that tower is falling, it's important for you to stay authentic to you. There's a reason why these things are coming up. Period. You have to stay authentic to how you feel. If that feeling's coming up and telling you like, no, I need to head into another direction. Okay, you got to head into another direction. And you got to say that shit with your chest too. And not give a fuck about whoever thinks otherwise. It don't matter. Like somebody yesterday at my job, and she was telling me, she was like, well, she was telling us, and she was just like, yes, I have my internship. She's going to school for nursing. And she was like, I have my internship, but I have to do like the internship from 8 to 5. And, the daycare, we close at 6. And she was just talking to us. And she was like, yeah, but like, I was telling them like, I have to take that. I have to do the internship or whatever. And she was like, but my boss, but the boss was just like, can you try to work 2 days here and then the rest days over there? And basically trying to negotiate. And I'm just like, girl, you know what you have to do. It's not going to cut it. You have to work 8 to 5 over there. This place closes at 6. When you going to have time to come over here? You're not going to have time. You know what you need to do. And she was like, yeah, like I just need to get done. It's like if I just go all in and then just work the 8 to 5 over there, I'll be able to like, I'll get my certification by February. And I'm like, okay, then you get it by February. Like, What's the problem? Like, you good. So she was just like, yeah, but you know, they saying like, just ask them, just ask them. I'm like, girl, you ain't gotta ask shit, girl. Like, turn off the noise. Like, people, they not gonna understand what choices that you make. It's not for them to understand. Like it said, whoever doesn't get it doesn't have to get it. Period. Like, what? At least they know it. And that's all. What they gonna do? What they gonna do? At least you know it. That's why I said, like, during these days, like, I had to set them boundaries and say what's off my chest, you know. They know it. They read it. They heard it. So it's like, all right, that's it. Ain't nothing, there's nothing else to be said. I'm not about to leave a passive aggressive no, bitch. You gonna know exactly how I feel, because I'm gonna be authentic to how I feel. And I'm gonna tell you what's up. Period. It's not it. If it's not it for me, it's not it. Like her, in her situation, it can't work. It can't work. That spirit already telling you, you got to figure out what is priority to you. Is this residency job important to you? Or is this job important to you? Figure it out. You already know the answer. You over here comparing and contrasting the pay that you're going to receive from the residency from the pay that you receive here, which is a long shot. I said, girl, you don't need to tell us nothing, girl. You know what you need to do. She wanted us to, like, you know, tell her the right thing. And it was like, girl, you know the exact answer. You know what you need to do. We already telling you things that you already know. So that's what I'm saying. Like, stay authentic to your true self. You know what you need to do. If it's time to move on, it's time to fucking move on. That's what Spirit said, and that's what you said. The next one that came out, it says clarity. Stopping to listen to my inner self. I can easily separate my intuition from my mental chatter. The clarity of my intuition is a sweet, simple fruit that tastes familiar. And the mental clarity is a confusing, bitter rind that I shall peel off and chuck into the garbage or compost heap if your mental chatter happens to be organic. Period. Okay? Listen, I just said turn off that fucking noise or throw that shit in the garbage. Come on. Like, what? Come on. You are receiving clarity by trusting your intuition and listening within. Do not listen to everybody outside of you. Like, she was so worried. Like yesterday, I was like, girl. Like, she was like, yeah, but she thinking like, oh, I should never. I'm glad I didn't put you on because you would have made me look bad if you came under me. You know, if I girl, I said, who gives a fuck? It does not matter. She was going on. She was like, yeah, she over here saying like, I'm glad I didn't put you under me because you would have made me look bad. Girl, fuck her. I do not care. I said, girl, you should not care. If she's stuck in her people-pleasing position, let her stay in her people-pleasing position. She want to recruit you onto her people-pleasing position. Hell no, I ain't gonna do it. That's none of my business. Child, girl, I said these people be having the audacity like to project their own like insecurities onto somebody else because you can't do it, because you can't stand your ground. That's none of my business. Girl, I will leave you there. And what all you gonna do is just talk. What they gonna do? All they gonna do is talk. All right, but child, let's see, Spirit. Let's see what else the collective needs to hear right now. Because I'm telling you, that shit had me heated. I was like, girl, do not care about what nobody thinks. It does not matter. I promise you. It does not matter. They will find a replacement by tomorrow. Girl. But anyways, Spirit, what does my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? And I just noticed the angel card is not even on the spread. Well, you'll get your answer by the spread, though. All right, Spirit, what does my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Oh, yeah. Look what's coming out. We got the Page of Cups, the World, and the Ace of Swords. Literally, do I even need anything else? Like, do I need anything else? And then at the bottom of the deck is the Three of Pentacles. Look at these 4 cards. We done. Look at this. Trust your inner guidance. He is literally, this is exactly how I felt. Like, literally the way I felt was like, it was an awakening. Like, I was like, what the heck? Like, he's just like, what the fuck? Pigs can fly? You mean to tell me pigs can fly and I'm up there flying with the pig too? Like, that's how I felt. It was just like, it was a whole moment. Like, my whole world was rocked. That's what I'm saying. Like, during this whole year, it's gonna be exactly like this. Even with, literally, with the Ace of Swords, mental clarity. Mental clarity. You following your intuition and you receiving those downloads of telling you where to go next, what to do next. You getting that clarity. Look at, we already just said you getting that clarity because you stayed true and authentic to yourself. Now you're able to follow your heart, and following your heart will lead you to blessings, prosperities. Like, he's up in the clouds. He's on cloud 9, literally. And literally, that's why they said the way is clear. The world fell under the way is clear. The world is in your hands. The world is your oyster. Is that the saying? I think, yeah. Like, come on. The way is clear. There's nothing holding you back. You don't got no shackles. You know what other song I was telling throughout this week was, shackles off my feet so I can dance. I just want to praise him. Hey, I just want to praise him. Come on. Come on. The way is clear. The world is yours. It's up to you to go out there, show up authentically yourself, and bring in those people who have this same mentality of wanting to build together, wanting to grow together, wanting to pour into each other. The world is yours. It's up to you. And even with the Three of Pentacles coming up, he's just like, look at the work. Look at me doing all this work. Me putting in that work to show up authentically myself. Me hopping into my creating bag. You know, I'm tapping into my creativity. The things that I love doing. You know, I'm tapping into things that bring me joy. And now the world will be able to see the things that do bring me joy. I'm happy. Like, I feel so fulfilled by me pouring all my love, all my energy into something that I actually like to do. And I'm sharing that with the world. My authentic self. And how did he even get this download to even create that? Straight from divine. That's what I'm saying. Even those videos that I did, with the spirit animal, I saw a vision. Literally. That's what she's doing. The Ace of Swords. The moment of truth. I saw a vision, literally, of me doing that video. And I was like, let me just do it. Literally. Everybody was just showing love to it. Trust yourself. Trust your inner guidance. All right? When you trust yourself and you trust your inner guidance, you can never go wrong. But that is all I have for you guys today. If this message resonates, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And also share it to anybody you feel may need to hear this message right now. I will see you guys next time. Y'all stay flowing, glowing, and growing. Bye.